Hello everybody. So I've been doing videos, I've been doing YouTube videos for years for myself, and I haven't had any success on YouTube because usually I don't post my videos, which is a bit strange. I keep them for myself, or I don't have so much time for editing because I'm a busy woman. I'm busy with family and everything and work. I'm also a certified teacher, a vocational teacher in business and different business subjects, and also French. And I have an MBA degree and a lot of other merits. And for the past months, I've been teaching around 800 students a month. I wouldn't say 800, but yeah, at some time it was 800 because from January and we're now in September, I started teaching online. So before I didn't know what to do, what career-wise, I was a bit confused, but you know, when you help people with their careers and the smile they give you, you know, you just feel like you're a doctor for a career, and it's just a wonderful feeling to see people achieve and to have people who maybe didn't know what to do or maybe didn't get any grades at school and you help them out. That is just a wonderful feeling. It's like a doctor curing his patient. But there's one thing that I noticed that many students told me, and I guess many teachers also have this qualification. I'm not saying that I should like come on YouTube and tell you that like I'm the best teacher in the world, but I want to help people pass their courses. And from today I'm going to make videos on YouTube on how to pass your course. I wanted to use the curriculum where I am and help people pass their courses from there, but I just want to give you some quick tips for today. First of all, a lot of people think like, oh, like how am I supposed to pass the course? So the number one thing that you need to do, that I noticed that a lot of people do, and this is from correcting, I correct maybe 400 exams a month now. So from correcting exams, I noticed that there is one thing that I myself used to make as a mistake, and I was a top student. I'm not gonna brag. I was like always one of the top 2 in my class ever since I was, you know, very little. So yeah, but the thing is that you need to learn is that you need to follow, and you're gonna be like, oh, but I knew about this, the study curriculum. That means the study guide. And sometimes you will study because I see a lot of people be like I'm like, you know, speaking like Cardi B here, but a lot of people are like, the worst thing with being a student and studying for an exam is that a lot of people, and I'm gonna say this now, you need to listen to this. You're like, get to the point. Yes. Sometimes you study 1,000 pages and only 5 topics come up on your exam. I think we've all been there. And you're like, oh my gosh, what a bad luck. I've been studying for weeks and now I'm standing here or sitting here and the questions that are coming up are not the question that I studied on. To avoid that, you need to find the study guide. Before doing anything in the course, you need to find out what's the course criteria, and they always have points. In every country they have points, like you need to know, for example, this, you need to, for example, let's say French, you need to know how to read messages, how to you know, have regular daily conversations, for example, at the train stations, different transport systems, how to travel. And that's what you need to do. It's the same thing with any other course, whether it be logistics, entrepreneurship. Those are also courses that I teach, you know. So once you know the criteria, you know where to direct your studies, okay? This is coming from a certified vocational teacher who has been teaching now for years. I may look young, but I'm not that young, okay? So that's that. The second thing is that you need to do, you need to find a study plan, and I tell all my students this in the beginning of the course, and I think that's why I think I have the highest rate of students passing in my school. I do. And sometimes some people are like, are you just passing the students? No, I actually pass students because they followed what I taught them, you know. So you need to find a study method that works for you. Always try to find, it could be everything from write it on post-it papers to so many things. So find a study method that works for you. Everybody has different types of methods for studying. Now, some students will be like, yeah, I study more with noises, I turn on the TV. I don't think that's a good method. I think you can find other methods for studying that do not require noise. Studying with music, I doubt. You know, I've heard that some people learn better with music or having headphones on in the library, but I doubt. I mean, just find a study. And also, another thing, the third point, don't study for hours without taking a break. And now we're coming back to ergonomics, which is a big part of commerce and business courses, because I always, you know, we always have ergonomics as part of the course criteria. So you always have to make sure that after half an hour you take a 15-minute break, okay? Or 5 or 10 minutes break. And why is that so? You'll be like, but I just started to learn after half an hour. Trust me, it works. It will also avoid like being burnt out, because you might be studying for years, you know. So you need to make sure your brain actually works for half an hour, and maybe you're gonna do information research about this, but I already did that. So you can be always critical about you know, studies or claims that you hear, but trust me, I've studied a lot about study guides and study methods, and the brain actually works for half an hour, then it gets stuck. So don't sit for 3 hours studying. It's just gonna cram. It's like traffic. Nothing is gonna come in the brain anymore. That's method 3. And method 4 is when you have something called like constructive feedback, usually when you study, and when you're doing your assignments, take the comments from if you're lucky to have a teacher that actually gives you constructive feedback, use this feedback to improve your work, and that way for the exam you will be mastering the course. Be critical in your own work. Don't be like waiting to always get excellent work. Be critical. Take you know, critics as a good thing, because you're in the course not to just get a good grade, but to, you know, develop your skills, develop your knowledge. That's why you're doing the course. That was a little bit from me today. I'm gonna do more YouTube videos. I've been doing a different type of videos these years, not on education, but I was like, you know, a lot of my students are so happy with my work. Let me share some tips. And my tips are beneficial for people with all types of background, people with special needs, dyslexia, ADHD, ADD. I have taught students from all different backgrounds. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.